Yes, welcome back to another episode of Conversations and Vibrations, where we talk, vibe, and what?
Align.
And we aligning today, y'all. We having a conversation with y'all. So welcome. Y'all could have been anywhere, but y'all here with us.
Come here with us.
Come here with us, Queen. Let's have a toast. Toast to all y'all out there enjoying life. You know, just being happy to be alive and just counting your blessings.
Yep.
We counting our blessings today. But we here today, you know what I'm saying? We just want to talk. Matter of fact, I like that shirt.
Oh, thank you.
So pussy.
You know, I'm just here living in my truth.
Oh, talk to him, Greg. Cheers to that again. Living your goddamn truth. A lot of chicks can't say that.
A lot of women can't say that. So,
you know what I'm saying?
shout out to Sweet Baby Keita on Instagram.
Yeah, made that shirt. Big up.
Yeah, y'all go get y'all shirts if that is your truth.
If that's your truth. Word.
You can't just be walking around with
false
this shirt.
advertisement. You can't be doing that.
Yeah. So hopefully y'all can hear us out there.
Yeah. I mean, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Cause we felt like we needed mics to look like we was important, like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like we needed a mic to be like,
you know what I'm
saying?
We don't need mics to feel like we're important.
Cause we wanted y'all to be
to me, and it kind of just takes over the vibe.
And we wanted y'all to be more close and personal with us.
Yeah, I don't want the microphone in my selfie.
Because if everybody's here chilling.
Right.
Everybody's not gonna have a mic in their face.
Right.
You know, it'll just be organic. So that's what we're doing. This is an organic show. This is where we just talk, vibe, and align. Like we said, we bring you good intellectual conversations and vibrations and good vibrations, higher vibrations, and we trying to elevate and just operate on higher vibrations.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And
And most recently, me and Sean have been going through a lot, and so we're going through some healing. We're getting through some things. So on today's topic, we're gonna talk about is it cool to have a safe space with your significant other's family members, chatting with them, telling them what's going on in your relationship? Is it a good idea to do that? Or is it safe for you to just vent to your family? But if you vent to your family's not going to like him anymore. So, I always feel like it's probably a safe space to vent to his family because his family's still going to love him regardless,
Okay, and that could hurt both ways. See, it's like this. When a person like me, and I'm not talking about anybody else out there, I'm talking about me. A person that's healed and did the work and have been kind of not like to the family, like all your business out there. See, I learned when you go run to your family about every little thing in your relationship, soon as you show up with your significant other, your family look at you crazy at Thanksgiving, like, why you bring her around here? Why you bring her around here? I thought she was putting you through all this shit. So that's what I'm saying. A lot of times you have to have that discernment to know, okay, how I can have this safe space and who I can have it with. Mm. And I tell you, a lot of times you get baited out there. See, let me tell you something, relationships. Women, do not get in a man's family and start talking and being chatty-patty, because other people in the family, they're going to see that, they're going to spot that and be like, oh, yep, she's messy, she's trouble. As soon as you come in the family, you start running your mouth and they feel like you can't hold water. And see, that's the problem. A lot of times women, y'all get so emotional. Yes, y'all need somebody to run to. Y'all need somebody to vent to. But a lot of times running to that man's family is going to cause problems, because a lot of times that man's family is going to be on his side.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a lot of times. But then, knowing that the woman is going to stay with the man, she doesn't run to her family because she doesn't want her family to not like him anymore.
Okay, so So why run to anybody? Why not just fix it? Why not just create a safe space in your bubble and your surroundings?
Well, that brings us to another topic. You have to make sure that your significant other creates a safe space for you to talk to your significant other when things are going left. And, honestly, that was the challenge that me and Sean had in our relationship, creating a safe space, so that we'll be able to talk to each other. But aside from all of that, what I wanted to say, along with this conversation was, even when like she vents to his family, you would think that it would be your family's goal to always make sure that you were still happy regardless. So sometimes, in some cases, some families would just listen and they wouldn't take it and run with it because they are considering your feelings, and they like, what, we just want them to be happy. We don't want to create a mess that may potentially already be there.
Let me tell you
so why does the family always have to look at it as messy? Why they can't look at it as, oh, she's just venting, expressing herself, and it won't go any further?
That could be a possibility. Be a possibility.
Yeah.
Two wrongs could be a right, but it don't have to be messy if that person in the family comes to you and say, okay, your wife said this. Your wife told us.
Well, it gets messy when the person in the family tells you that.
Hold up. It got messy when you told them already before you worked it out.
No, but you can vent. You would think that it was a safe space. So having a safe space with your family should not be considered messy. You see what I'm saying?
It should be considered messy.
That's what y'all call.
If you don't go back and say, I didn't say that, I didn't do this,
but in some cases, the story gets twisted.
Okay.
Somebody could say, yeah, Johnny bought a red car, and I'm just letting you know about it. And then they go to Johnny and say, Tammy said you bought a red car and you spent all this wasteful ass money on this shit. See how they...
Okay.
And that be the case.
Okay.
A lot.
Okay. Well, in that case, you have to not contribute to the mess. See, silence is one thing. To be silent, nobody can re-quote or rearrange your silence because it's silence. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times you just have to learn to step back, have some discernment, take some credibility, think for a minute. Because a lot of times y'all women react instead of thinking. Mm-hmm. So you quick to, delete motherfuckers, block everybody on Instagram, run the Facebook,
well, that's how you protect your energy.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm the blocking queen.
Okay.
So that's how you protect your energy.
But what I'm telling you, when you're done the work and you're mature enough to understand that there's domino effects to things. When you do certain things, this may happen, this may happen, this may happen. So if you're thinking ahead of the game, you're going to say, let me not be messy into this, to the point where I'm going to work it out with my significant other. I'm going to work it out with my husband. I'm going to work it out with my boyfriend, whatever.
Your significant
instead of running
has to be
family members.
Because the safe space was not created.
Okay, if we're talking about us and we're being transparent, then yes. Maybe I haven't created that safe enough space for you to run to me and say, okay, because I'm the one you felt hurt you. Right.
But at the same time, I should be able to vent to your family. And if they love you enough, they would not consider it messy. Especially if they love you enough and they just want to see you happy. If they know that you love me.
But you got to understand.
See what I'm saying?
When you go to family and say one thing, right? This is happening in my relationship. And that family member comes to you and say, yo, stop doing this. Get this right. Work this out. Stop doing this. Stop doing that, right? And then you say, okay, go to your significant other and say, yo, why are you telling my family this? Me to get this right and get that right. And then your significant other says, I didn't say that. I didn't tell them that. Now,
because they like to throw a twist on. If you're going to repeat of something that I said, you got to be verbatim about it.
Okay, but that's true. But you have to take accountability first. Okay. You can't heal what you don't reveal. Okay. If you don't reveal it, you can't heal it. And listen to me when I say that. If you can't reveal it, you can't heal it. A lot of times we just say, no, we point the finger at everybody else instead of saying, I need to do this work. Taking accountability means everything. Because when you take accountability, you're able to stop pointing the finger at everybody in the room and work on your damn self.
Absolutely. I agree. We got some work to do and some healing to do.
We
but
all a work in progress.
Are going to get through this.
Yes, indeed. You know what I'm saying? That's what this podcast is about, healing. And just like healing and revealing it. Like, you got to heal it first. You know what I mean? You got to reveal it first to heal it.
Yeah. So
that's where we at with this energy and this frequency.
So that's where we are with that. On to another topic we want to talk about. We want to talk about a major subject that everybody, talks about a lot. That
nigga fucking my old work. That nigga fucking my old work. Yeah.
One man's trash is another man's treasure.
So, sometimes it's crazy, right? Because we grew up like this. Like, I've seen cats come around the hood and hold hands with a shorty that everybody pop, right? And when I call it, I don't know if y'all know the term. It means pop. It means have sex with, have some relations with, right? And slut it out and gut it out. Let's just be honest. We adults here. Let's talk, right? Do y'all think that's wrong? I used to think, in my immature mind, I used to think a man pulling up with a shorty, everybody done slutted out in the car. You done seen her in the park. You done seen her give head here like she was a thought. And now he queening her up. He thinks she's
maybe she's not a thought anymore.
Thing on the planet. That's crazy to me.
I mean,
I used to think that.
Drea Michelle said your wholeness can be deleted.
Oh, I get. That's
men try to delete their wholeness all the time.
But see, as you get older, you realize
why can't women do it?
Everybody has a past.
Everybody has
a story. But listen what I'm saying. When you get older, you really think like this. She wasn't a virgin when I met her. So she was somebody's old work before I met her. So she might be somebody's old work after me. So you got to understand, you can't go around judging women's past and men's past and feeling like, because I used to be like that. That's like Kim Kardashian, right? She got popped on camera. Everybody done seen the sex tape. You know what I'm saying? And then Kanye go wife her up, right? Some men be like, some men would be like, yo, I ain't fucking with Shorty or J-Lo. Somebody done got married so many times. She a thought. But given the chance, I guarantee they ass will go run.
If niggas had the opportunity.
Exactly.
They would run and pop. Exactly. And even if they not trying to wife her up, they just want to say, I had my chance with her.
Yep.
So, to the dudes that's queening up the hoes, maybe they not a hoe anymore. They just a hoe.
Maybe they're not
they
a
just
hoe
for
anymore.
him.
Now, people tell me. So I got to say that. Because I used
for him.
A few years ago, I wouldn't agree with you. I wouldn't sit here and fucking agree with you. I would say, excuse my language, pardon my language, y'all. But what I'm saying is, I would sit here and say, hell no, I don't want that. Especially if my man's had her. If my man's done came through with her and then gutted her out, now I'm going to be with her. That's like, now that's a no-no. That's like if your man's was with somebody, now that's another topic. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it.
Let's be honest about my situation.
If your best friend,
an associate of yours, but it's not really somebody who
but it's not your homie.
It's not somebody that you really hung out with, So, you're not really friends with this person, like, deeply.
Okay, on that note. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, well, that's different. If I'm not friends, like if it's not my man, like, and I didn't know the situation and I didn't break up with the situation,
nothing. Yeah,
I don't feel bad.
Absolutely.
Like if I didn't come in and be like, yo, I done fucked you while she was with, while she was with you, homie.
Especially if the relationship doesn't exist anymore. It's like, it is what it is. Because, we living happily ever after. Not giving a damn. And our relationship happened naturally. So we don't have those situations like where one man's trash is another man's treasure. Fortunately for us, we don't have that situation.
Yeah, for us, it's different.
We don't have that situation.
Because we done did the work, we done aired out, cleaned out the closet.
We had clean slates before we came into this relationship.
Got all
I didn't take it from nobody. And shit like that.
Yeah.
So,
but I mean, we just talking in general with men, like, you know, people that's being in industries or communities, and people dating the same woman. Like me being in Hollywood for so many years and seeing my friend date her, and you know what I'm saying? And then me finally meeting her, and damn, oh wow, I'm thinking she's attractive, and now all of a sudden I'm dating her subconsciously, not even thinking, oh, my man was with her, but you know what I'm saying? But it's like, okay, that's not really my man. Okay, we know each other in passing. You know what I'm saying? We give love. Okay, we peers, but we not like, yo, you know what I'm saying? We break bread every day.
But do you believe that
a nigga I break bread with every day, I'm not fucking his woman. I'm not. That's my man. Not. Like, my man. Like, yo,
that's what I want to know from
we talk every day, and he tell me about you, and he telling me how y'all been wilding and fucking up, and how he been fucking you, and this, that, and this, and how y'all been wilding, and I'm not doing that. Now, if he's somebody I don't know like that, and I don't even know, have no, you know, awareness of the relationship, and I happen to meet you later, and we happen to fall in love and have a relationship, that's different.
Do you believe that a woman can change based on her past? If you see her with a guy and you know her past history,
I believe a woman can change because I changed.
Okay.
So I'm a witness of that.
So I wish more men understood that, because I know a lot of guys to this day.
You feel like
they be like, no, bitch is a hoe.
Nah.
I ain't never.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. You can as you evolve and become this wiser person, and you come into your awareness and your spirituality, you can see who hasn't grown. You can still see who's just a hoe, just to be a hoe.
True.
You can see people that had a past and just didn't know who they was at that time, and just was trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
Because I knew hoes in high school, and
I know hoes. I grew up with a bunch of hoes. They was fucking at 10. They was getting finger popped at 11. Like, not real talk. They was giving head by 12.
Oh
by 13,
God.
They already had a couple bodies.
Shit, I was riding.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they was playing hide and seek, seven heaven, all that shit. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You know, you go high and go fine and get finger fucked, all that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But it was real like that. So what I'm saying is, by me having kids and we keeping it classy, y'all, high value, high frequency. We not saying, we're not talking raunchy. We just saying that women are very emotional.
Men can be too.
And men are emotional.
I've seen it.
At the end of the day, this whole conversation is about keeping things in-house with your family and with your bubble. Don't go feel like you have to go run to the family member and go run to a friend, because a lot of times you run to a friend that's not married, you run to somebody that's not living what you're living, they're going to give you wrong advice. You're going to get bad advice. People are going to try to direct you in different directions you're not trying to go in. Like they say, a lot of people need communities, and we need those fellowships where we can fellowship with, you know, married couples and people that's actually going through it. Somebody who's gonna be like, no, girl, you work your marriage out. You go home and you
instead of somebody telling you to leave them so they can have them.
Yeah, I mean, that's what's gonna happen.
That's what's gonna happen.
It's gonna be a chick out there that say, "Oh, leave him, girl. If
and
something happens, girl,
I
done put it on my heart, girl. You know, to tell you, you know, I feel something about that man, girl. You know, he might do some foul shit to, you know who y'all are. Yeah, gotta stop. You gotta stop, women, because all y'all doing is projecting your own fear on another woman, on somebody else's relationship.
That's deep.
Men do it too. You feel me?
So let's wrap this up.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap this up. Y'all, thank you, y'all, for joining us for another episode of Conversations and Vibrations.
Where we talk, vibe, and align.
Yes,
we're still healing.
We still
Come
healing.
here with us.
Come join us on this process.
Join us.
Y'all.
Drop some comments in there.
Yes.